Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Author Penthouse. I'm your host, Charlie Moore. So today I'm going to be giving you guys a brief tutorial on 5 things that you need before you are ready to start your podcast. Before we get quite into that, I wanted to announce that my OC submissions are officially back open again. If you would like me to draw your original character, please go ahead and fill out the Google form in the description. I made it so that I cannot track your email, and I don't really care about your personal information if I'm going to be so very honest. But if you'd like me to draw your character, please enter your OC and your character's information down in the form below. Yes, thank you very much. And also, if you guys would like to stick around, I have a very exciting announcement relating to one of my biggest projects through this podcast that will be dropping this Saturday at 5 p.m. Pacific Northwest time. To have that out of the way, I'd like to give you guys a brief 5-step tutorial so that you know exactly what you need to do to prepare for your upcoming podcast. So this is all coming from someone who has been podcasting for, I believe, about 4 years now. And when I first started my podcast, I didn't really know what I was doing as much as I probably should have. And so I'm going to just kind of give you guys some tips so that you guys have a better head start of sorts than I did when I launched this podcast. Because I will tell you, it took me probably about 6 months to a year after officially releasing this podcast to gain any sort of audience or social standing whatsoever. So the first thing you want to do is ask yourself why you are pressing record, why you're starting this podcast. What is it that you want to share with the rest of the world? And for me, at that point in my life, because that was like back in 2022, 2023, it was Wings of Fire and books. And, you know, you don't have to have a detailed plan of everything you want to do with your podcast. You just try and have a baseline idea of, this is the direction that I'm planning on taking this content. It could be writing, art, a TV show you enjoy, a book series you enjoy, sports, religion, pretty much everything is on the table. Just try and get a grasp of what it is that interests you. After that's done, you're going to want to start preparing some form of cover, because on most platforms you're going to need a form of cover, and for me, I just drew up a quick sketch of one of my characters from a novel that I was writing at the time, and honestly it can be even easier than that. You can just look up a literal image from Pinterest or something, and boom, there you go, cover. Just know that you have something lined up so that when you actually are creating and going through the process of making your account and all that, you already have stuff there. You don't have to go scrounging through the depths of the internet to figure out what the cover of your podcast is going to be. And now that you have an idea of what your podcast is going to be about, you can start brainstorming episodes and content that you're going to want to make. And at least for me, I found it really helpful to have a whole document or spreadsheet or something where you can collect ideas for episodes. This is just really helpful so that you already kind of have a kickstart on what you're going to be posting next, because right out the gate, once you create your podcast, you're going to want to be able to put some content out there like as soon as possible and regularly have content posted, because that's the easiest way that I found to grow an audience, is just regular posting schedules. It really does help a lot to establish your audience, because people can depend on you for like intermittent content. And on that same train of thought, I would definitely recommend prepping at least 2 episodes before you actually launch your podcast. And by prepping, I mean have a fully recorded, fully edited episode ready to go. At least one, preferably like 2 or 3, like a pinch, like a sprinkle. It makes it a lot less stressful, because when you're first putting it out there, it's a lot of work, and it's definitely, it's a very taxing hobby, at least for me. I spend probably 6 hours a week editing, recording, all that. So be also like emotionally prepared that hobby is going to take a lot of your free time. One of the best things to remember is with your audio, you want to try and find the best, cheapest option for recording. When I first started my podcast, I just used my tablet, because the kind of tablet I have, it's my work tablet, but the kind of tablet I have, I don't know, for whatever reason, it just has a magically perfect microphone, but then it broke. Anyway, I would try and find your cheapest, most affordable option that connects and works well with your voice. When you're starting out, honestly, you can just go off your phone or your microphone or your headphones. People are much more forgiving of the audio quality if you have engaging content. So honestly, it's not as big of a deal. Plus, when you're first starting, you don't want to be like spending hundreds of dollars on a microphone if you don't know that you're fully committed into this hobby. And last but not least, your marketing for your podcast is extremely important. I had a group of friends who were extremely supportive of me when I was first launching my podcast, and they would be more than willing to listen and advertise on their podcasts as well. Now, you might not have a wonderful group of friends, but feel free to spam other podcasters' comments asking for shoutouts. Advertising through social media is really effective and really helpful. Just get it out there in any way you can that, hey, I have this podcast, it's brand new, you should go check it out. Any of you guys decide to start a podcast, I am more than happy to listen to it. I love experiencing and finding new kinds of content. So yeah, more than willing to check any of you guys' podcasts out. I am, of course, open to shoutouts if you'd like that as well. Anything to help you guys, I really don't mind. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed these tips. Feel free to stay tuned for the next episode, my very exciting announcement dropping this Saturday. I am really looking forward to it. I will tell you that it is something that I've spent several years of my life working on. I'm so excited to actually be able to show you all the work that I've been putting into this project too, because there's characters and worlds and everything. Oh, it's so delicious. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Sorry for my absence. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are staying safe and hydrated and well. Have a wonderful day or night. Stay safe and bye-bye.